Hey friends, it's me, Joe, from Blue's Clues. Remember me? Steve's little brother who took over from him when he went off to college. I know Steve made a video last week that really tugged on your heartstrings, and I just kind of wanted to pop in here with a message of my own. Can I ask a question? Great. So you were my big brother Steve's best friends for 94 episodes, and then you were my best friends for maybe one, and then you jumped ship real fast. So I guess my question is, why'd you do that? No, I'm not mad, I get it. You know, my brother Steve was cool, and you were super attached to him. But, you know, and we both had a really essential role in your upbringing. You know, Steve taught you creativity and puzzle solving and made you feel seen and heard at an early age, and I was your first introduction to critical media consumption. I mean, it's amazing. You know, it took you just one episode, and you were able to tell at that early age that you wanted nothing to do with me. And that's beautiful. It was your first opinions about a performer's on-screen presence. And I'm so proud and honored to have played that role for you. And even without much of an audience, I did a lot of looking for Blue's Clues, and I got really good at solving mysteries. You know, but the one mystery I could never solve is what was so wrong with me. What was so wrong with me? Nothing? Okay, I don't believe you, but that's okay. I figure now that you are here, I can tell you a bit of a rundown of what happened after you chose to leave. So one mail call in 2005, I opened Mailbox, and instead of a letter from our friends, it was a letter from an angry Viacom executive who told me that if I don't do something amazing real soon, he'd can my ass. So, that was a lot of pressure, and long story short, I went missing for 2 whole days, and then the producers had to play a little Blue's Clues, and they eventually found me inside of a painting of a barn, and I was inside of the barn, and I was trying to use shovel and pail to dig my way to freedom out of that cartoon nightmare. It wasn't long after that Blue decided that she'd had enough, and she tendered her resignation, ending the show. You know, it's funny, that chain of events was set in motion by all of you. You skidooed, then so did Blue. Oh, God. Do you know how bad things have to get for your own dog to not want to associate with you? Well, do you? You want to know something? I could never hear you. You were shouting at the TV, an inanimate object, like an idiot. And you want to know what else? I am angry. I am angry because I was every bit as good as Steve was. And I still have my hair. You hear that, Steve? That makes me better than you and Dad. And I bet that if he was still alive, he wouldn't call me an afterthought, whatever that means. Last week, Steve waxed poetic about how proud he was of everything you achieved, but you and I know the truth, right? About how that gave you a bit of a knot in your stomach because you know deep down you haven't achieved shit. It's okay. I get it. I understand, I really, really do. Because you may not want to admit it to yourself, but you're not like Steve. You're like me. You're Joe. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh. And I know Steve said you look amazing, but he says that about everyone. His praise means nothing.